The rainy season is when buffalo calves are born. Many carnivores keep a close eye on the herds now, mostly in vain, but with births every day, there are always some morsels, afterbirths, stillborn calves, providing small but easy meals. Mothers of newborns often find themselves surrounded by hungry hyenas. So the cows are constantly on alert. But calves don't always sense the danger. The local hyena pack are now gathered close to the herd. Very disturbing for the cows. But the hunters are holding back. They've picked up a scent, the wet skin of an afterbirth. Just a few mouthfuls, but better than nothing. Most births happen in the morning. For a few hours, there's more and more on offer. On these days, there's a constant tension in the air. The smallest mistake can be lethal. Compared to young antelope, buffalo calves are rather ungainly. It can take them up to an hour to get to their feet. If the herd starts to move, mother and young can be left behind. Some mothers prefer to split away from the herd to give birth. It's a risky choice. A single mother on her own might not be spotted, but if she's seen, she's in desperate danger. Still exhausted from labor and surrounded by more than a dozen hyenas. Humble scavengers are suddenly determined hunters. For the calf, the situation is hopeless. Even the mother can't be sure of getting out alive. She resists for more than 30 minutes. The hyenas swap roles, trying to exhaust her. But then, the tables are turned. Another cow appears, starting a counterattack. With more buffalo moving in, things are going to get tough for the hyenas. The buffalo are protecting the members of their own extended family. That's something all cattle-like grazers do. With no more than a few scratches, mother and child return to the safety of the herd. Those tempting calves are anything but easy prey. But the subadult brothers and sisters must keep on trying. They'll just have to be cleverer than the hyenas. A frontal attack won't work. They'll have to wait for their chance. Right now, the stepbrother is still hanging out with the other adolescents. He doesn't really belong with them, but he'd have very little chance on his own. The young lions know the herd will wander down to the stream as the day warms up. It's cooler down there, and the grass is greener. Time for a refreshing drink and a wonderful bath. The lions wait patiently. They know the ungulates are so absorbed, a chance could arise at any moment. The valley floor is rich in minerals, and the dissolved salts make the pools all the more attractive. These luxurious wallows aren't just for the buffalo. A sounder of warthog appears, distracting the buffalo further. The buffalo really don't want to share their precious mineral water. Splitting up, the lions descend separately to the stream. The overheated hogs finally found their spot for a soak. While two young males steadily observe the buffalo. They may get lucky. Separated from its mother, an injured calf limps after a bull. But the calf disappears into the long grass. The mating season is near. Some bulls are already feeling the urge. One more distraction that helps the lion. Now, where's that calf? As they hoped, it hasn't gone far. It all happens so fast, so silently, the herd hasn't noticed a thing. In this confusing terrain, hunters and hunted are quickly gone. Inside the herd, life continues as if nothing had happened. A little deeper in the valley, the adolescents squabble over the prey. The stepson has had little to eat over the past few weeks. He can't assert himself against the pride chief's younger brothers. There's no point in hanging with them, so he leaves. He he has other problems. The four brothers don't want him in their pride at all. Right now, Olobor, Olomina, and Orpadan are tracking him down. The young lion has been seriously hurt attacking a buffalo. 2 deep, fresh horn wounds on his shoulder. Proof again that buffalo hunting is dangerous, especially if you're inexperienced. His sisters are now fully integrated into the pride, but they can't help him. It looks like things are going to flare up again. The young females make sure they don't get drawn in. Olomina lets his stronger brother do the disciplining. The balance of power is clear. Olobor won't have to resort to bites that could hurt the wounded adolescent even more. As usual, Olomina is more interested in the females. They want nothing to do with him today. So, Olomina tries to show off by punishing the adolescent himself. But the young male is more than capable of seeing him off. No lioness leaps to his defense. The stepson's time with the pride here at the Rongai River has run out. He has to leave. The 4 other 2-year-olds also keep their distance from their older brothers. The 2 sisters will soon go their own ways, leaving the valley in their turn. But for a while, they stay for the buffalo. At the end of May, as the rainy season ends, the bull's behavior becomes increasingly strange. They rub against bushes and loll in the grass for hours. Spreading their scent and displaying their massive bodies to impress rivals. Ramming is the most intense confrontation as older bulls dispute their status. The biggest body mass usually takes the title. Lions better keep clear. There's no fooling with these guys. The bulls are so agitated because cows are becoming receptive. When a younger bull sees a chance to pursue an interesting cow, chaos follows. Hierarchy between bulls was established long ago, but the weaker ones never miss an opportunity to weasel their way in. Cows are almost crushed by boisterous suitors. To be freed from their admirers, all they can do is seek out dominant bulls. A high-status bull sweeps the challengers aside. But the put-upon cow has little rest. The boss has to intervene several times to impose some respect. And he doesn't go gently. If it gets too tough and no savior appears, the cow lies down to give the bulls time to cool off. A rumpus like this will go on for hours. Some contenders try to improve their ranking at the last minute. But to rise in the hierarchy, you have to take part in hundreds of these battles over years. Once again, the senior bull brings the inflamed youth to his senses. That doesn't necessarily help the idolized female. The aspirants don't give up. It's an exciting time for all. The high point of the year. On the days the females are most receptive,